Hello students, I hope all of your NEET preparation is going well. In this video, we will be discussing Kinematics PYQ from 2014 to 2023. That is last 10 years questions we will be discussing over here, right? So let us start. So our first question says, a vehicle travels half the distance with speed v and remaining distance with speed 2v. Its average speed is fine. So let us draw the situation. Half the distance. So half the distance, let us call this distance as x, next as x, है ना? So x and x distance. First half of the distance it is covering with speed v, next half with the speed of 2v. Average speed, what is our speed average? Speed average relation is beta total distance by total time, right? Total distance, how much is total distance over here? X plus x 2x by total time. So time over here, let's call this as time t1, this as time t2. So time will be t1 plus t2. Let us substitute t1 and t2 in terms of the variable which we know. T1 time can be written as your distance by speed, that is x by v, and t2 can be written as your x by 2v, right? So let us substitute x by v plus x by 2v. If we solve it, speed average comes out 2x into 2v by 3x. X cancels out, we get 4v by 3. So speed average is 4v by 3. Speed average is 4v by 3. Which option it is? Option number 2. Option number 2 is the correct answer, right? Let's look at the next question. Yeah. So next question is, a bullet is fired from a gun at a speed of 280 meter per second in the direction 30 degrees above the horizontal. Fine. It's a projectile question. So it is given to us 280 meter per second and it is projected at an angle of 30 degree above horizontal. Fine. The maximum height attained by the bullet is fine, and G value is given to you 9.8. Fine. Maximum height they are asking us. Now beta, what is our maximum height formula for projectile? Maximum height formula is u square sine square theta by 2g. Let us substitute u square, that is 280 square, into sine 30. Sine 30 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 square will be 1 by 4 into 2g, that is 2 into 9.8. Let's simplify this. This will be 28 into 28 into 10 power 2, that is 100, divided by 4 into 2 into 9.8. Fine. We can send 1 0 over here. 4 we will get over here 7 times. This will be your 14 times. 14 7 is 98, and so we can write 98 into 1000 by 98. We cancel out, h value comes out 1000 meter, right? Our option is second option is our correct answer. Let's look at the next question. The next question is, a bullet from a gun is fired on a rectangular wooden block with velocity u. Fine. Let's say this is a rectangular wooden block and the velocity of the bullet is u. It is fired and it enters with the speed of u. Okay. When bullet travels 24 centimeter through the block along its length horizontally, okay, 24, when it travels 24 centimeter. We don't know what is the actual total length, but they have said that when it travels 24 centimeter, velocity of bullet becomes u by 3. That means at this position, its speed becomes u by 3. Fine. Next, it says, then it further penetrates into the block in the same direction before coming to rest exactly at the other end of the block. That means by the time it covers this x distance, whatever this x distance is, this x distance, its speed becomes 0 exactly at the other end. Its speed becomes 0 exactly at the other end. Okay, the total length of the block is fine. So over here, the motion of the bullet we can analyze in two parts. One part is when it is traveling in the 24 centimeter, this first 24 centimeter. The next part is when it has traveled the next x distance. So how to calculate beta? It's basically question from your motion with constant acceleration, we will use equation of motion. V square equals to U square plus 2AS. Because the bullet is interacting with the wooden block, the acceleration throughout the journey will remain same. In this 24 centimeter and X also. So in the first 24 centimeter, we can write down over here V square. That means U square by 9 is equals to U square plus 2A into S. This is your 24 centimeter. For now, I am terming it as D value. Finally, at the last, we will substitute it. So this will be your D. What do we get it? 2AD is equals to U square by 9 minus U square. That implies 2AD is equals to minus 8U square by 9. So acceleration comes minus, this is your 4 times, minus 4U square by 9D. This is our acceleration, right? Okay. Now let us use this acceleration for the second part of the journey, that is when it travels a distance of x. In that, initial velocity is u by 3, final velocity is 0. So we can write down 0 is equals to u square by 9 plus 2 into a. We calculated over here, minus 4u square by 9d into this distance x. Let's simplify it. So we get it minus 8u square by 9dx is equals to u square by 9. U square cancel, 9 cancels out. X value is x value is over here. This will become your plus now when it comes. So x value comes out your d by 8. X value is d by 8. D value how much it is? 24. So 24 by 8, that is your 3. So x value is 3. They are asking us the total length. So total length will be your 24 plus 3, that is your 27 centimeter. 27 centimeter is our answer. Which option? Option number 4, last option. 27 centimeter is the total length, right? Let's look at the next question. Okay, so our question says a horizontal bridge is built across a river. Fine, let us consider this is a horizontal bridge built across the river. Maybe like this type of situation is given to us. They are saying a student standing on the top of a bridge. Okay, this is, let's say this is a water flowing. Okay, the a student standing on the bridge throws a small ball vertically upward with a velocity of 4 meters per second. That means from here he throws upward with a speed of 4 meters per second. The ball strikes the water surface after 4 seconds. The height of the bridge above water surface is, okay. That means what will happen? This ball will go up and it will fall. So this height, the height of the bridge from the water surface, how much time it is taking? How much time it is taking for the full journey? 4 seconds. 4 seconds, beta. Now if I have to simplify this question is similar to what you have is, let's suppose a building is there of height h, okay, and a person throws a particle up with a speed of 4 meters per second. With a speed of 4 meters per second. It will go up and then come down. In this whole journey, your time taken is 4 seconds only given. 4 seconds only given. 4 seconds it is taking. So they are asking us the height. Now beta, we know that in this whole journey, this is initial point, this is your final point. What is the displacement? This is your displacement. In this whole journey, the displacement, initial and final, vertically displacement is how much? Height of the building only. So we can use second equation. If we use second equation, S, that is your height, and let's write it, H is equals to U value is upward, it is thrown upward, so positive 4 into 4 plus 1 by 2 into acceleration. Acceleration is minus 10 into t square, that is your 16. So H value comes out 16 minus, over here this will be your 5 times, so 16 minus 5 into 16, right? What do we get it? H value is minus 4 into 16, that is, we will get over here 64, minus 64 meter is coming. Minus is actually because the ball is, the displacement is downward. Height is actually 64 only. We got minus because the ball is coming downward, that's why minus we got in answer. Otherwise, magnitude of the height, obviously the height will be 64 meter only, right? So our answer will be Second option is our correct answer, right? Let's look at the next question. Yeah. So our next question is, the position xt graph for positive acceleration is, 4 options are given to you and they are asking in which positive acceleration is there. Now let us draw xt graph. If we draw xt, from xt graph, what information do we get? We get velocity. So the curve that is given is like this. That is what is given in the first option. Now beta, from xt graph we get velocity. What is velocity? Velocity is basically slope. Velocity is slope of xt. What information are we getting from this? Information we are getting is that slope is positive and continuously it is increasing. Theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. They are positive, slope positive and increasing. Slope positive and increasing. What does this mean? That means velocity is positive and increases. Velocity is increasing. That means acceleration is there. Positive acceleration is there. Our first option is the correct one. First option itself is coming in. I'll discuss B. Second one, if you will notice, in that case, the slope is decreasing. The slope continuously decreases. That means velocity decreases. That means second option, it will be retardation. Third option, in that third option, the slope is constant. It's a straight line. Third option, if you see your xt, this slope is constant. Throughout your angle it's a straight line. So slope will be constant, slope constant, velocity constant. Velocity constant means acceleration is 0. Fourth option, if you see xt graph, your slope is negative. That means velocity is negative and it is constant. In fourth also it's a straight line. So slope is constant. That implies velocity constant, acceleration will be 0. So our correct answer will be first one itself, right? Let's look at the next question. Yeah. So our next question, NEET 2020 question, it is the ratio of distance traveled by a freely falling body. Freely falling body means what? Freely falling body is the one which has initial velocity 0. Freely falling body, the ratio of distance traveled by freely falling body in first second, in second second, in third second and in fourth second. Now they are asking in that specific second only. So initial is 0. That means initial is 0. So one by one let us calculate. How do we calculate distance traveled in nth second? The relation is Sn is equals to u plus a by 2, 2n minus 1. Now for all of them, for first, second, third, fourth, it is freely falling. It starts from rest. That means u becomes 0. And a value is g only, which is downward. A value is g downward. So for the first second, if I write down, it will be g by 2. 2n is 1, so 2 minus 1. So how much we get it? G by 2. Next, if we write down S2 value will be g by 2. 2 into 2, 4. 4 minus 1, that is your 3g by 2. S3, if we write down, it will be g by 2. 2 into 3, that is 6. 6 minus 1, so we get 5g by 2. Next, S4, it will be g by 2. 2 into 4, that is 8. 8 minus 1, that is 7g by 2. Okay? If we take the ratio S1 by S2 is to S3 by S4, if we take the ratio, how much we will be getting? 1 is to 3 is to 5 is to 7. Okay? This is our answer. I hope everyone understood. Our option will be option number 2 is the correct answer, right? So our next question is, the question says, the displacement time graph of two moving particles make angle 30 degree and 45 degree with x-axis as shown in figure. The ratio of their respective velocities is. So as we discussed in the previous two questions before this, that basically xt graph, from xt graph what do we get? Slope of xt gives us velocity. Slope of xt is equals to velocity. First one is making 30 degree, so we can write velocity of a will be equals to slope tan 30 degree, and velocity of b, second one is making an angle of 45, so this will be your tan 45, right? Va by vb is equals to tan 30 by tan 45. So what do we get it? Tan 30 is 1 by root 3, tan 45 is 1. So our ratio comes out, velocity of A by velocity of B is 1 by root 3. Option number 3, right? Let's look at next question. Yeah. So next question says, a ball is projected with a velocity of 10 meter per second at an angle of 60 degree with the vertical. Fine. 10 meter per second at an angle of 60 degree with vertical. Now please be careful, the angle is given with the vertical, right? Not with the horizontal. So with horizontal angle will be how much? 30 degrees. Fine. Its speed at the highest point of the trajectory will be, its speed at the highest point of trajectory. How to do it? Beta, when it will go at the highest point, what we know that at the highest point velocity remains in x direction only. So Vx is your what in x direction, velocity always remains constant. How much is your velocity in x direction? This is your 10 cos 30. 10 cos 30. At any time it will remain same. So 10 cos 30 is how much? Your 10 into root 3 by 2. That is your 5 root 3. Fine, well and good. So 5 root 3. Velocity in y direction at the topmost point, at the highest point is 0. So what is our velocity at the highest point? 5 root 3 meter per second. This is our answer. Option 1, right? Let's move ahead. So our next question is, a particle moving in a circle of radius r with uniform speed takes a time t to complete one revolution. Fine. So particle moving in a circle, constant speed not given, let us take it as v, and we will take it. So and radius is r, it is given to us, time period is t. So what can we write, beta? Time period can be written as 2 pi r by v. I hope everyone's okay with this. And a time period can be written as circumference by your speed. Okay, fine. Next it says that if this particle were projected with the same speed at an angle theta to the horizontal, the maximum height attained by it equals 4r. Okay. So with this speed, if a particle is thrown at an angle theta, obviously it's a projectile, and how much is your maximum height? Maximum height is 4r. Okay, then the angle of projection theta is, so angle of projection theta in terms of angle of projection theta, this is visible, t equals to, I have written over here, t equals to 2 pi r by v, and a time period will be your distance by speed. Fine. Now they are asking us your theta in terms of the parameters which are given to us, r, t, and r, t, and pi, all these parameters. So beta, this is height given to us. What is our height? Maximum height is written as u square sine square theta by 2g. Fine. From here, let us write down h is 4r. So 4r is equals to u square sine square theta by 2g. I can simplify it and write it. Sine square theta is equals to 4 2 is 8, 8gr by u square. Okay, 8gr by u square. Now u square, u is what? The initial speed. This is our formula for projectile. U is what? Actually the speed with which the particle is moving in circular path. How much is that? Let us say v equals to u, which is equals to 2 pi r by t. So if we square it, v square value will come out to be 4 pi square r square by t square. Let us substitute over here. So sine square theta is equals to 8gr by, if we substitute this, 4 pi square r square t square 2 times. So 1 r and 1 r cancels out. Sine square theta comes out 2g t square by pi square r. Okay. Sine theta can be written as what? Sine theta will come out to be 2g t square by pi square r power 1 by 2, and theta will be sine inverse of 2g t square by pi square power 1 by 2. This is what, which option it is? Option number 4. Option number 4 is our correct answer. I hope everyone understood this. Let us look at the next question. Yeah. Next question says, a car starts from rest and accelerates at 5 meter per second square. Okay. A car starts from rest and accelerates. Rest, u will be 0, acceleration will be 5 meter per second square. Okay. At t equals to 4 seconds, a ball is dropped out of window by a person sitting in the car. What is the velocity and acceleration of the ball at t equals to 6 seconds? Fine. Now, if you look at the question carefully and the options, what will happen basically when a ball will be dropped from here, from the window, after 4 seconds, they are saying after 4 seconds if it is dropped. So what will happen is this ball will get a velocity, whatever that v is, how much we can calculate v value, that will be in horizontal, u plus 80, that is your 5 into 4, so v value is 20 meter per second. Okay, with 20 meter per second it is being thrown horizontally, and they are asking us what is the velocity and acceleration after 6 seconds. So it will be going like this somewhat. In x direction velocity will remain same, in y direction we need to calculate. But one interesting thing, if you see all the 4 options, there is only one option in which acceleration is 10, and we know once the particle is released, from the hand, it is under the influence of gravity only. So your acceleration will be how much, beta? Acceleration will be 10 meter per second square downward, right? Which is given to us only in your 4th option. Right? So our 4th option is the correct answer, right? Let's look at the next question. Yeah. So next question says, a small block slides down on a smooth inclined plane starting from rest at time t equals to 0. Okay. Smooth inclined plane, theta. A small block is sliding at starts sliding at t equals to 0. Fine. Let Sn be the distance traveled by the block in time interval n minus 1 to n. That means Sn is the distance traveled in nth second. It is distance traveled in nth second. Fine. The ratio of Sn by Sn plus 1. The ratio of Sn by Sn plus 1. Now Sn is the distance traveled in your nth second. Beta, what is our general result? The distance or displacement in nth second, what do we write it? We write it as u plus a by 2 2n minus 1. Right, this is what is our relation. So let us write down for both of them. So Sn, if it is starting from rest, that means this one Sn can be written as 0 plus a. A will be g sine theta. A will be g sine theta, but both the cases that is same g sine theta. So I am keeping a only, and same acceleration. So a by 2 2n minus 1. First equation. Sn plus 1. If we do Sn plus 1, again g sine theta, which is same acceleration. So a by 2 2 times n plus 1 minus 1, this is your second. What we get it? Sn plus 1 is a by 2 2n plus 2 minus 1, that means it comes out to be 2n plus 1. This is our second equation. Fine. If we find out Sn by Sn plus 1, what do we get it? Sn by Sn plus 1, if we get it, we'll get over here 2n minus 1 by 2n plus 1. Okay. This is our answer. Option number, if you see, it is option number 2. Option number 2 is our correct answer. Let's look at the next question. Next is, a ball is thrown vertically downward with a velocity of 20 meter per second downward. Velocity is in downward direction from the top of a tower. Fine. So our question is this. Let's say height is h. A ball is dropped downward with the speed of 20 meter per second. Fine. Okay. It hits the ground after some time with a velocity of 80 meter per second. That means over here, just before hitting, it is your 80 meter per second. Well and good. The height of the tower is, take g value as 10 meter per second square. Fine, well and good. Direct equation of motion we have to apply. Third equation of motion. Initial velocity, you know, final velocity, acceleration is g. So what can we write? V square equals to u square plus 2as. V is 80. 80 square is your 6400. U square 20 square is 400 plus 2 into minus 10 into h. If we calculate this, how much we are getting over here? So 6400 minus 400, that is your 6000 is equals to minus 20 into h. H value comes out minus 300 meter. Minus is coming according to the equation, because the displacement is in downward direction. This is s, displacement. So displacement is in downward direction. That's why we got negative. Otherwise height will obviously be in positive only, that is 300 meter. Okay. Answer is 300. Option 1. Option 1 is the correct answer. Let's look at the next question. Yeah. So our question says, Preeti reached the metro station and found that the escalator was not working. Fine. She walked up the stationary escalator in time t1. Okay. So if we consider the situation, let's suppose the length of escalator is L. And if it is not working, that means she'll be moving up with her speed. Let's say this is your velocity of Preeti, Vp, I am writing it, right? So what is the time taken? T1. So T1 can be written as the distance traveled by speed, that is your L by Vp. Well and good. Next he says, on other days, she remains stationary on the moving escalator. That means she just stand and the escalator is moving. So let us call this as your velocity of escalator. If escalator moves with Ve. So then how much time she is taking? Then the escalator takes her up in time t2. So what can we write? T2 is equals to what, beta? L by Ve. Okay, well and good. The time taken by her to move up on the moving escalator will be, that means if escalator also moves up and she is also moving with the speed of Vp, then time, what can we write it? T3. Let us call it as T3. So T3 will come up. T3 can be written as, still the distance is L only. So L by the speed of this, that means the velocity of the Preeti when this is also moving. So net speed that we'll get is Vp plus Ve. Let's substitute. So L by Vp value over here can be written as L by T1, and Ve value can be written as L by T2. So T3 is L times, if we simplify it, we will get T1 T2 by T1 plus T2. If L taken common, cancels out. So our final answer is T1 T2 by T1 plus T2. Okay, option, which option it is? Option number B, T1 T2 by T1 plus T2. Yeah, so the question says, the x and y coordinate of a particle at any time r, x is equals to 5t minus 2t square, okay, and y is equals to 10t, y is equals to 10t respectively, where x and y are in meters and t in seconds. The acceleration of the particle at t equals to 2 seconds. Acceleration they are asking at t equals to 2 seconds. Now positions are given to us as a function of time t and in x and y. So what can we write? Velocity in x will be what? Dx by dt. Velocity will be dx by dt. Dx by dt, if we do it, what we'll get it? 5 minus 4t. 5 minus 4t. Similarly over here, velocity in y, if we write down, it will be your dy by dt, which if we do it, if we differentiate it, it will come out to be 10. Next, acceleration. Acceleration in x will be your dvx by dt, which if we differentiate it, 5 is 0, minus 4t is minus 4. Okay. Next is vy. Vy value, if we differentiate this, it comes out to be 0. Simple story. So ultimately acceleration, this is your acceleration in y. Acceleration in y is 0. So over here the simple thing that we get is acceleration in x is only there, and so net acceleration will be your minus 4 I cap. And vector wise if we have to write, otherwise magnitude is only minus 4 meter per second. According to the option, it will be your B option, right? Meter per second square, minus 4 meter per second square. Fine, B option is our correct answer. Fine, let's look at next question. Yeah, so our question is, the next question that we have is, two cars P and Q start from a point at the same time in a straight line and their positions are xp, that is position of P as a function of time t is given as at plus bt square. At plus bt square. A and B will be constants, t is the time. Xq, that is position of Q, it is given as your ft minus t square. Ft minus t square. Fine. At what time do the cars have the same velocity? So this is the position of P. If we want to find out velocity of P, it will be your dxp by dt. dxp by dt. If we differentiate it, what we'll get it? I hope everyone knows this. Velocity is nothing but your dx by dt, rate of change of position. So if we look at it, if we differentiate, we get over here a plus 2bt first. Next, if we do this, velocity of q, this will come out to be dx cube by dt, which comes out to be f minus 2t. When is your velocity of p and q same? So velocity of p equals to velocity of q. When we equate it, a plus 2bt is equals to f minus 2t. Let us bring it over here. 2bt plus 2t is equals to f minus a. So t taken common over here, 2t can be taken common, we will get it over here. B plus 1 is equals to f minus a. What is our t value coming? The time comes out f minus a by 2 times b plus 1, right? F minus a by 2 times b plus 1. Option will be, this option are not shown, but yes, this will be your answer. You can check it. This will be your answer. That in my question option is missing, but when you will check it, I am sure this will be the answer. This option will be there, this option will be there. Fine. Okay, beta. Let's look at the next question. Yeah. So the question is, if the velocity of particle is v equals to at plus bt square, where a and b are constant, then the distance traveled by it between 1 second and 2 seconds. Okay. Distance traveled x between t equals to 1 second to t equals to 2 seconds. That is what they are asking. Velocity is given to you as a function of t. From velocity, first of all, let us calculate x as a function of t. How to calculate? What can we write over here? V. Velocity can be given as dx by dt. Velocity can be written as dx by dt, which will come dx by dt is equals to at plus bt square. If we arrange it, we can write dx is equals to at plus bt square into dt. Now to find out x as a function of t, let us integrate this. Let us integrate this. From which time we want to find out? From t equals to 1 second to t equals to 2 seconds. So we have taken the limit 1 and 2, 0 and x. So what do we get it? X is equals to, if we integrate this, we will get over here at square by 2 plus bt cube by 3. I hope everyone's okay with this. So this is 1 to 2. Let's substitute the limits. Upper limit is 2, lower limit is 1. So when we substitute, we will get over here 2 square by 2 plus 2 cube by 3 minus times lower limit a by 2 plus b by 3. Well and good. X is equals to 2 cancels out. So we get 2a means 4 by 2 is 2. So 2a plus 2 cube 8, 8b by 3 minus of a by 2 minus of b by 3. So we get over here 2a minus a by 2 is your how much? 3a by 2 and 8b by 3 minus b by 3, 7b by 3. Okay, this is our answer. Which option it is? Option number 1. Option number 1 is our option 1. Option A is our correct answer, right? Let's look at our next question. Yeah. So our next question is, a particle of unit mass, that is 1 kg, undergoes one-dimensional motion such that velocity varies according to velocity as a function of x is given to you. V as a function of x is given to you as beta x power minus 2n. Okay, this is what is your velocity as a function of x, where beta and n are constant and x is the position of particle. Well and good. The acceleration of particle as a function of x is given by. How to do this? We know a relation. Velocity is basically dx by dt, fine, or acceleration is dv by dt. This is acceleration dv by dt, but one more relation which gives us acceleration in terms of x. What is that? Acceleration is v dv by dx, right? We will be using this. How? Let us see. So beta, acceleration is v dv by dx. V value is over here, so we can substitute that, but first of all let us calculate dv by dx. Dv by dx, if we differentiate this, how much we will get it? Minus 2n beta x power minus 2n minus 1. I hope everyone okay with this. So now acceleration comes out, v value is beta x power minus 2n into dv by dx. How much it is? Minus 2n beta x power minus 2n minus 1. If we solve it, a value comes out minus 2n beta square x power minus 2n x power minus 2n minus 1, which we will get it x power minus 4n minus 1. This will be our answer. Now check the options. Which option is this? No, option number 4, acceleration is minus 2an. Option number 4, that is minus 2n beta square x power minus 4n minus 1. This is our answer. Let's look at the next question. Yeah. So with this, we have come to our last question in our series of last 10 years of PYQ. So let us see the last question. This is NEET 2014 question. A projectile is fired from the surface of Earth with a velocity of 5 meter per second. Fine. With a velocity of 5 meter per second at an angle theta with horizontal. Well and good. Another projectile fired from another planet with another planet. Okay, now it is given to you. It's kind of gravitation thing also, but all that will not be required. Just the thing what will change at another planet. If over here on Earth it is g, let us say over here it is g dash. Okay, so another projectile fired from another planet with a velocity of 3 meter per second at an angle of at same angle, fine, theta only, follows a trajectory which is identical with the trajectory of the projectile fired from the Earth. The value of acceleration due to gravity on the planet is, fine, well and good. Trajectories are same. Initial speeds are different, but the trajectories are identical. What is our trajectory equation? We will need a trajectory equation. What is our trajectory equation? Y is equals to x tan theta minus of gx square by 2u square cos square theta. I hope you remember this. If you know it, well and good. If you don't know it, keep this trajectory equation in mind. One more form is, many a times this is also helpful. Y is equals to x tan theta minus of x square tan theta by r. Many a times this is also required. Both are same. We can rearrange them. But over here, let us see this. We will need in this. So both of their trajectories are same. That means trajectory equation will be same. Now over here, angle of projection is same. So tan theta is same. If trajectory has to be same, that means this thing, this value should also be same. Now over here, if you notice carefully, theta is same only, so cos square theta will be same. That implies your g by u square for both the particles should be same. So over here it will come g by u square should be same. So g by u square should be equals to g dash by u dash square. Let us substitute now. We want to find out g dash. So g by u square is 5 square, that is your 25, is equals to g dash by u dash square. U dash square will be 3 square will be 9. So we get over here g dash is equals to g by 25. G is your 9.8 by 25 into 9. When you will simplify it, your answer comes out to be g dash value will be 3.5 meter per second square. Okay. So option number A. Option number A will be your correct answer, right? I hope you got it. So that's it. This is it for the video. I hope you liked it. You found it helpful. If you got some information, if you learned something from the video, do consider to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.